And you just gotta always remember that, you know, that the arrow goes the direction of the way the water's going, okay? So it's coming up from the street, coming this way, going into the house, and that's how the arrow has to be, like that. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to remove this pressure regulator. I'm going to show you how to get it or spin it off when you're that close to the wall. Alright, so we get this water shut off here first. And this is kind of in the way, so I'm going to try to push it up a little bit. That's unfortunately, we didn't bring any W40, but I think we'll be okay. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and break this union here on the bottom. Try to see if I can do it with. Alright, so I'm going to use my, one of the things you want to make sure is you have some good pipe wrenches. That definitely helps. Okay, so if I can grab it there or not. Might have to use a smaller one. You always want to make sure that we're going to have it to where we can go hold on to the let's do this instead. Hold on to this pipe so we don't bend anything or break anything. That, yeah, there we go. See, it wasn't too bad. Then I can just break the rest with chunks. Awesome. Okay, so we got that off. Okay, so what you do is, since this is really way out here and when you spin it, it's going to hit the wall. So the way to take care of that is you got to take this off. And it's not as bad as it looks. Now, put some pressure up here. There we go. Pop it off. And what an angle is this? Are you getting a shot on this right here? It's kind of what it's showing. Go ahead. So this is kind of what we have in here. This is just the assembly. There's only like 2 parts in here. Well, there's a little gasket right here, but basically, there's there. See that screw here? This is to adjust the pressure, and you can see it comes out here on the inside, and then this would be, got this little thing right here, and the inside, the deep part right here would go in like this, and then like that. And the reason I'm showing that is because when I put the new one in, I'm going to have to take it apart and do the same thing. But anyway, it's pretty straightforward when you you don't have to worry about it. It might, you know, if this thing popped out the way it did, it's because it has a spring. But, you know, just look at it and see it just goes like that, and then right in there, and then you screw it on. So not a big deal if it pops out on you. All right, so now what we'll do is we're gonna have to pull this guy a little bit this way, and you can do that with copper. You know, give a little give. We're gonna spin this off. It's gonna go down. All right, so again, I'm going to my prison wrench here. I'm gonna hold this guy up here. Yeah, the other thing too is, when you're doing something like this, always put something, get some of this Home Depot plastic, or you can use any plastic actually, or, you know, a rag or whatever. I'm just gonna put this in here. I mean, you can always blow it out, you know, when you turn the water, force whatever went in there, but, you know, or you can just do the plastic like that, so make sure nothing gets in there at all. Okay. And we're gonna get this guy. Again, we got a whole pipe. Get this guy here somewhere. There we go. Got it. So, what I want to do is have a couple, like I said, a couple different sizes of pipe wrenches. So if one is too big in the area, they can use a smaller one, as well as the crescent wrenches. Okay, so here I got these two wrenches. I've broken the seal. I'm just going to use these two crescent wrenches because it's a little bit easier to work with in this area. I think I can spin that off with my hands now. There we go. All right, got that off now. All right, so we're all good right there. One more piece I need to take off, and that is this part right here. So I have to grab onto this again, and I'm gonna give me a pipe wrench because it's all smooth. I can't grip it any other way. Yeah. You know, once you get to break the seal, then you can always switch over to your channel locks. Might be a little faster for you. That's come out pretty easy now. So. Spin it off there. Alrighty. That wasn't bad. Alright, so we're going to get some Teflon in here. And we want to go with how we're going to thread it back on. So we'll do it this way. Turns in there. One more. Then we're good. Same with this one. Sure why you got kind of the opposite way, but it looks the opposite way, but it's going spinning this the way it would tighten be tightening it down. Right? Like that. Okay, like I said, so what we're going to do is this guy right here comes off a different way. This which is comes by. It's a little different in the way it's mounted down just with the screws, so we can do basically the same thing. I'm going to take this off and make sure I don't want to lose my screws, so I'll put the box underneath it. Tilt it this way so it shoots out, it goes shoot into the box. There you go. Alright, and let's see what is in there. And there's no which front or back on this. And you got your little thing in there. Like I said, it's just these two things in there. And right. So I'll see that in there like that for right now. And we'll get this guy on. And you just gotta always remember that the arrow goes the direction of the way the water's going. Okay. So it's coming up from the street, coming this way, going into the house. So that's how the arrow has to be, like that, going up into the house. All right, so what I'll do here is I'll just take this guy off here, and these are cool because they have the O-ring inside. It stays in there, which is good. Don't have to worry about it popping out all over the place. Then I'll put this guy on there, move this guy a little bit out of the way. See, that's pretty tight there, okay? So we're going to stop right there. Let me go ahead and put this guy right here. It's our union. Actually do this. Put that on there like that. And then go ahead and spin this on. Okay. So that's pretty tight there. Okay. So you don't have to put any Teflon here. You can if you want, but there's that O-ring in there. Right. And the good thing about the unions is that if for some reason you didn't get it tight enough, it's easy to disassemble. Okay, so we'll go with that. So I cranked it with the channel locks, but if I need to, if it needs a little more tight, I can always crank it with the pipe wrench. But I think we're okay. So go ahead and get these parts. And I should get this going right. So let's go like that. What I'll do is I'll kind of do it this way so I can, because it's going to come off, and I'll go like that. Got it on there. So I'm kind of holding this down in there. At the same time, this part right here. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, and then I'll kind of hand tight that a little bit with my fingers. And then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and go on the opposite side and do another one with my fingers. And then once I got established that, see, it's already on. So now all I do is put the other screws on. My fingers. work it down with the screwdriver. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to tighten these all the way down until you get the other ones that they're all lined up in the holes. Because if you tighten this down, sometimes you'll throw it off, and then you gotta unscrew it. So just just do it first, real lightly, with fingers. Then once you got all the screws in there, it's all good. Then you can screw them down. Alright, so start screwing it down. Go. Alright, so we got it all tightened down. I'm going to go ahead and fire it up right now. Just tighten this up a little bit. Alright folks, so what I'm going to do is going to test the pressure, make sure we got it where we want it. Alright, that's showing 50, 55, almost 50 psi's, which is about where we want to have it. But if we need to adjust it, we can just adjust it here. That would be going in. Throw it in, this pressure will go up. It's up to 75 pounds if we need to do that. But I think we're okay there. Anyway, folks, don't forget to press the like button, and we'll see you for the next one.